So when I think AI, and I'll talk from my day-to-day perspective as well, yeah, based on how we use it in our field, and that's programmatic advertising, yeah. So I would say 3 core areas. One, just as they've mentioned, being able to break down the data into tangible, bite-sized insights that I can use for my campaigns on a day-to-day, right? Number 2, being able to predict behaviors as well.
I understand that there's an engine behind the programmatic, but I also understand that a lot of people may not be fully aware of how programmatic does what it does. So it's also an opportunity to kind of explain the predictive side of how machine learning is used in setting up campaigns and targeting people and optimizing for things like engagement.
Ideally, when we talk about programmatic, it's ad tech platforms that come together to bridge the gap between a marketer and their consumers, right? How that works is that whereas on just your socials, it's an actual platform. Your Facebook, you go on Facebook, set up a campaign on Facebook, runs on Facebook, collect your data on Facebook, right? Programmatic allows you different channels, not just socials, but websites and applications. And that's both local and international. So, for example, how many of you have Truecaller? The Truecaller app, yeah? Okay, perfect. So a good example is when you're on Truecaller, sometimes after you make a phone call, have you ever noticed you see an ad?
Yes.
She's like, that yes sounded very frustrating, but but ideally that is programmatic. So being able to run an ad on an app like Truecaller, or even Candy Crush or Apps Lock and all these small apps that we use, yeah? Or when you are on a local site, say BBC or CNN, and you're scrolling through and you're seeing banners, yeah? That's programmatic. Of course, I say ad tech because like said, there are different wheels that work together to enable us to get onto those websites. So what we call inventory, right? Inventory can come from anywhere, and then there's a middleman in between there who helps us connect. Like from now, the Eskimi platform, use a middleman, your bidding comes in, you win the bid, you get your ad on, say CNN or even local publishers, as we call them, Tuko, Basho, whatever, right? So that's how the process of programmatic works. In terms of the data we use, Eskimi actually has its own data management platform. So we have a DMP, again, collecting insights that we use, and we are able to leverage on that, again, to ensure that we are targeting the right people on our platforms and in partnership with also our local publishers.